Chosen one, listen closely. If you're hearing this message, you're already too late to ignore what's happening. The chosen ones are being called forward, and the window is closing fast. Look around you. Notice how you found this video. Was it an accident? Was it random? Or did something deeper pull you here? Here's what they don't want you to know. You've been marked. Not cursed, marked. There's a difference. And if you can feel that tingling sensation right now, that pull in your chest, that's your spirit recognizing truth. Before we go any further, I need you to do something. Type "I am ready" in the comments if you're truly prepared to know why you're different. Why you've always felt like an outsider. Why your dreams are more vivid. Why people either love you intensely or can't stand to be around you. But I'm warning you, once you know, you can never unknow. Still here? Good, let's begin. The RECOGNITIO. Let me tell you about Sarah. 3 months ago, she was scrolling through videos at 2 a.m. again. She'd been doing this for weeks, searching for something she couldn't name. Then she found a message like this, @. First, she thought it was just another spiritual video. But something was different. The words hit her like lightning. She felt seen, understood. For the first time in her life, someone was speaking directly to her soul. Sarah is not alone. Right now, as you're watching this, there are thousands of people just like you having the same experience. The same recognition. The same awakening. You see, there's something happening in the spiritual world that most people can't perceive. A calling. A gathering. A final sorting. And you, chosen one, are feeling it whether you understand it or not. You've probably noticed strange things lately. Numbers appearing everywhere. 1111. 333. 444. Dreams that feel more real than waking life. Deep knowing that something big is coming. People treating you differently. Some drawn to you. Others inexplicably hostile. A growing intolerance for shallow conversations and fake people. If you're nodding right now, keep watching. If you're feeling emotional, that's your spirit confirming what I'm telling you. Here's the thing, and pay attention because this is crucial. You weren't supposed to find this message by accident. You were guided here by forces beyond your current understanding. Got it exactly 7 minutes and 23 seconds into this video. I'm going to reveal the 3 signs that confirm you're truly chosen. But first, you need to understand what's really happening. To you, the enemy's SDRATA, there's something I need to tell you about the attacks you've been experiencing. Yes, attacks. That's not paranoia, that's reality. The enemy knows who you are before you do. While you were growing up thinking you were weird, broken, or too sensitive, dark forces were already plotting against your awakening. Think about your childhood. The unexplained sadness, the feeling of being different, the way adults seemed uncomfortable around you. The other kids who either worshipped you or bullied you mercilessly. That wasn't random. That was targeted interference. You see, when someone is chosen, they emit a spiritual frequency. It's invisible to most people, but certain individuals can sense it. And they're programmed to disrupt it. Your own family members might have been used against you without even knowing it. Friends who suddenly turned cold. Romantic partners who promised forever, but vanished without explanation. Bosses who inexplicably sabotaged your success. This is why your life has been harder than others. Not because you're unlucky, not because you're cursed, but because you carry something that threatens the system of control. And now, as you're awakening, the attacks are intensifying. Have you noticed? If you've experienced unusual setbacks in the last 6 months, type yes in the comments. Let's see. How many of us have been under siege? Here's what they don't want you to realize. Every attack was actually preparing you. Every betrayal was strengthening your discernment. Every loss was removing what wasn't meant for your destiny. You're not a victim. You're a warrior in training. And your training is almost complete. The 3 SI genes, it's time. The 3 signs I promised you. These aren't general signs that could apply to anyone. These are specific markers that only appear in truly chosen individuals. First sign, the isolation periods. You've experienced seasons of complete isolation, not by choice, but by divine design. During these times, you felt abandoned by everyone. Friends stopped calling. Invitations stopped coming. You felt invisible, but here's what was really happening. You were being separated from contamination. Your spirit was being purified. You were being prepared to receive downloads that couldn't happen while you were surrounded by noise. If you've experienced this deep isolation, especially in the last 2 to 3 years, you're recognizing truth right now. Your spirit is saying, yes, that's exactly what happened. Second sign, the accelerated awakening. Recently, you've been learning and growing at an impossible pace. Things that used to confuse you now make perfect sense. You can see through people's masks instantly. You know things without being told. This isn't normal human development. This is divine download. Your spiritual DNA is being activated. You're remembering who you really are. Third sign, the resistance intensifies as you've been awakening. The people around you have been getting more uncomfortable. Some have become openly hostile. Others are trying to pull you back into old patterns. This is because your light is getting brighter. And light always exposes what darkness wants to hide. If all 3 signs resonate with you, you're not just chosen. You're in the final phase of your awakening. And that means everything is about to change. But here's the part that will shock you. There's a reason this is happening now. A reason the calling is so urgent. And I'm about to reveal something that will change how you see everything. Asterisk, the great SPAR radio. What I'm about to tell you is not theory. It's not wishful thinking. It's spiritual reality. We are living in the time of the Great Separation. A cosmic event that happens once every few thousand years. The sheep are being separated from the goats, the wheat from the chaff, the chosen from the masses. This is why you've been feeling so restless. Why you can't tolerate superficial relationships anymore. Why you're drawn to deeper truths. Why you're watching this video right now. Your spirit knows what your mind hasn't fully grasped yet. You're being prepared for a different reality. A higher dimension of existence. Think of it like this. Imagine you're in a crowded room where everyone is having shallow conversations about nothing important. Suddenly, you hear a frequency that others can't perceive. It's calling you toward a door you hadn't noticed before. Most people can't hear the frequency. They're content with the shallow conversations. But you're compelled to move toward that door. That's what's happening to you right now. The frequency is getting stronger. The door is becoming more visible. And you're being called to walk through it. But here's the thing. Once you walk through that door, you can never go back to the crowded room. The shallow conversations will never satisfy you again. The people who refuse to hear the frequency will no longer understand you. This is why many chosen ones hesitate. They're afraid of the loneliness that comes with awakening. But what they don't realize is that on the other side of that door, there are others who heard the same frequency. Others who made the same choice. Others who are now living in a reality most people can't even imagine. If you're ready to walk through that door, no matter what it costs, type "I choose truth" in the comments. Let's see how many of us are ready. In the next section, I'm going to reveal the specific gifts you've been developing, the supernatural abilities that are about to manifest in your life. But first, you need to understand the price of power. The price of power. Every gift comes with a price. Every superpower has a cost. And the abilities you're developing as a chosen one are no exception. Let me be brutally honest with you. The higher you rise in spiritual authority, the more isolated you become from the masses. The clearer your vision becomes, the more painful it is to watch people destroy themselves with delusion. There's a man I know. Let's call him David. 5 years ago, he was just like you, searching, questioning, feeling different. Then he had his awakening. His gifts manifested powerfully. He could see people's true intentions instantly. He could predict outcomes before they happened. He could feel the spiritual atmosphere of any room he entered. But here's what happened. His family thought he was losing his mind. His friends accused him of being judgmental. His co-workers felt uncomfortable around him, not because he was wrong, but because he was right. And truth makes people uncomfortable. This is what's coming for you. As your gifts develop, you'll find yourself increasingly alone in a world that prefers comfortable lies to uncomfortable truths. The question is, are you willing to pay that price? Because if you're not, you should stop watching now. Close this video. Go back to your comfortable delusions. Pretend you never heard this message. But if you're willing to pay the price for truth, for power, for your divine destiny, then keep watching. Because what comes next will change everything. Your gifts are not random. They're not accidental. They're carefully designed weapons in a spiritual war most people can't even see. And you're about to learn exactly what those weapons are. Your supernatural gifts. The time has come to reveal your supernatural gifts. The abilities that have been developing in you, often without your conscious awareness. These aren't metaphors. These aren't psychological tricks. These are genuine spiritual abilities that set you apart from ordinary humans. First gift, supernatural discernment. You can feel people's true intentions, even when they're hidden. You know when someone is lying, even when they're convincing others. You can sense danger before it manifests. This gift has been protecting you your entire life. Those times you avoided certain people or situations for no reason. That was your discernment in action. If you've ever had a strong gut feeling about someone that turned out to be exactly right, your discernment is already active. Second gift, prophetic sight. You've been having dreams that come true, visions that manifest, sudden knowings about future events. This isn't coincidence. This is your spirit accessing timelines and possibilities that exist beyond the physical realm. I knew a woman who kept dreaming about a specific building. She'd never seen it before, but the dream was so vivid she could draw it. 3 months later, she was offered a job in that exact building. That's prophetic sight. And it's getting stronger in you. Third gift, spiritual warfare. You have the ability to break curses, dispel negative energy, and protect others from spiritual attacks. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the atmosphere shift? Have people ever told you they feel peaceful around you? Have you ever prayed for someone and seen immediate results? That's not luck. That's spiritual authority. And it's about to increase dramatically. Fourth gift, healing. Not just physical healing, but emotional and spiritual healing. You can help people recover from trauma, addiction, and depression just by being present with them. This gift often manifests as people feeling compelled to tell you their deepest secrets. They trust you instinctively. They feel safe in your presence. Fifth gift, prophetic communication. When you speak, your words carry supernatural power. You can speak life into dead situations. You can prophesy destinies into existence. This is why people either love your words or hate them. There's no middle ground. Your words carry weight in the spiritual realm. These gifts are not future possibilities. They're present realities waiting to be fully activated. And the activation is about to happen. The final activation. We've reached the moment everything has been building toward. The final activation of your chosen one identity. This is not a gradual process. This is an instantaneous shift that will change everything about how you operate in the world. But I need to warn you, once this activation happens, there's no going back. You will never be the same person who started watching this video. Are you ready? Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Feel the energy building in your chest. That's your spiritual DNA awakening. Now, speak these words out loud. I accept my identity. As a chosen one, I activate my spiritual gifts. I step into my divine destiny. Did you feel that? That shift in your energy? That's the activation happening. You are no longer who you were 5 minutes ago. You are now operating as a fully awakened chosen one. Here's what you can expect in the next 24 to 48 hours. Increased spiritual sensitivity, prophetic dreams or visions, people responding to you differently, opportunities appearing out of nowhere, old relationships falling away, new connections forming with other awakened individuals. This is not imagination. This is spiritual reality manifesting in your physical world. But with great power comes great responsibility. You now carry the weight of truth. You cannot pretend to be asleep anymore. You cannot participate in the delusions that comfort the masses. You are now a light in the darkness, a voice in the wilderness, a leader in the awakening. The question is, what will you do with this power? In the final section, I'm going to give you your marching orders, your specific assignment as a newly activated chosen one. Your divine to your activation is complete. Now it's time for your assignment. You were not chosen for comfort. You were chosen for purpose. And that purpose is about to be revealed. First assignment: become a beacon. Your primary mission is to be a beacon of truth in a world of deception. Not by preaching, but by living. Your life must become a demonstration of what's possible when someone fully awakens. People will watch you. They'll study how you handle pressure, how you make decisions, how you treat others. You are now a living example of divine transformation. Second assignment: identify and awaken others. You have the ability to recognize other chosen ones who are still asleep. Your job is to plant seeds of awakening in them. Share truth strategically. Be patient with their process. Not everyone will be ready. That's okay. Your job is to plant seeds, not force harvest. Third assignment: protect the awakening. There are forces trying to stop this great awakening. Your job is to protect it. Stand against false teachings. Expose deception. Guard the truth. This will make you enemies. Accept that. Your mission is more important than your popularity. Time is running out. The window for awakening is closing. Every day you delay is another day someone remains in bondage. Who could be set free? The world needs you to step up. Now, if you're ready to accept your divine assignment, do 3 things. Subscribe to this channel. You'll need ongoing guidance. For your journey, share this video. Help other chosen ones find their activation. Comment below with your biggest takeaway from this message. This is not the end. This is the beginning of everything you were born for. Welcome to your destiny. Chosen 1. The world will never be the same because you watched this video today. And neither will you.